Get your heart back, number one. Number two, get oriented, inviting God to train you. And then let's talk about number three, getting in the fight. Right? You need to see it and understand it and experience it, and then we need to enter in as dads and get into the fight for the hearts of our kids. So I want to go back to Ben Crane. Right after, right? What does he ask the teacher about that paper? Can I keep this? This is one of the trophies. This will become one of the memorials, right, in his story. One that hits the fridge of his heart as he sees Cale's heart for him. So he's going to go home, and this is what happens.
I read your story tonight at school.
Stupid one about the king.
Yeah, the stupid king. I made mistakes, Cale. I'm sorry.
So you like the stupid king?
Yeah, I like a stupid king.
I love the stupid king.
He loves you too.
Some of you are probably saying, okay, wait a minute, Thompson, that's not a fighting scene. That's not a battle. Really? You see, as a dad, we will wound our children's hearts. We'll miss their hearts. But instead of her living with that for 20 or 30 years, he engages, goes to her room, and I've been there. I've heard it myself down the hallway to one of my daughter's rooms. Now's not a good time. She's not going to understand. If you think every thought that you have is yours, you are living in way too small of a story. Right? His drive home, can't you just hear the enemy whisper to him, "You are an idiot. You're the worst dad." So that shame can come on him, guilt, and maybe even fear to even see his daughter. Sounds like the makings of a battle scene, doesn't it? He has to move through those landmines in order to step in and go after his daughter's heart. He said, "I read your story tonight." She said the one about, the stupid one about the king. She didn't call him a stupid king. Then what's he say? Yeah, the one about the stupid king. And then he apologizes. It wasn't the greatest apology. We're not going to give him any awards this morning. But he tried. He said, "I've made mistakes, and I'm sorry." These are such powerful words in the battle for our kids' hearts. And that's our third point, to engage and get in. And these are the fighting words. I'm sorry. Would you forgive me? I'm proud of you. I love you. You see, every boy and girl comes into this story asking two questions. Do you see me, and do you love what you see? Our job as dads can be to answer yes and yes as often as we can, going after their heart, not their behavior. I mean, there's times we have to address that, but do we see their heart in the midst of some of their choices? Do we understand how they're feeling, what they're thinking? The reason I know that these are the two questions, do you see me and do you love what you see, and that we hit the planet with those, is because I'm an image bearer too. I'm 55, but when I go home and I see my mom and dad, it's like I'm 12 again. Because I want them to see me and still love what they see. Are we ever going to grow out of this? No. It's what God put in us, because how does God want to answer those questions? I see you, and I love what I see. Yes and yes and yes.